French people are obsessed with the United States of America. I moved to France 3 years ago and I started off in a town called Tours. And I was an English teacher in a French high school. And so I would notice what the kids were wearing. And I noticed very quickly that everyone had like random US states on their sweatshirts, kind of like this, but not an official merch. And I realized going to places like H&M or Zara that these stores will just sell things that say California or Minnesota, and people will buy it because they're like, America is cool, US states are cool. I was always like, that is so funny, because why are these random French high schoolers wearing stuff that says Idaho when it's like, honey, I don't know that you would like Idaho. And I judged them and I judged them until I realized that Americans are the same way. Look at this sweatshirt that my mom got me. To be fair, my mom got me this specifically because I live in Paris. She bought this at Meijer, which is the local grocery store, and it says Paris Heartbreakers. Make your own rules. Now, are Paris Heartbreakers a thing? I don't think so. I have no idea what that means. But the funniest thing about this sweatshirt is that it says 1997. Why? So don't worry, all you French people. If you get made fun of for being obsessed with Americans, we're obsessed with you too. And we love you and we want to be just like you. Paris Heartbreakers, 1997. Make your own rules.